Tuesday. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And together
We are PM Artist Studio.
What are you working on there, P?
I'm painting bugs.
She's painting bugs. Should I go topside like right away?
I don't care. You need to say hello to everybody.
Oh, I do.
But they could.
Yeah, they can look at your bug painting while I
Yeah,
say
because it's not really riveting stuff. Really.
She's finally doing something with those bugs. You know, we're so deep into Archipanko, and then, you know, some other things came up, and this, that, and the other. And
yeah, and the bugs kind of got lost in the shuffle, literally.
yeah, it's lost in the shuffle. Not that they were exterminated. Just lost.
Just lost.
Well, let's say hello to everybody. Do remember, in order for me to say hi to you, you will have needed to say hello in the chat. That way I know that you're here. If you haven't already, please do like this stream, because guess what? That's the most important thing you can do right at this moment in the very beginning. That goes for replays as well. So, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. Click on that bell. I think it does things. That's what they say. I don't know. Alright, I need to go. Okay, and turn your chat over to live chat. Now I'm going to see all of our participants. But wow, we got 37, it says so far. Be sure to say hello in the chat, because if you haven't in a little bit, then I don't know that you're here. Like I know Anne is fixing dinner, so I'll say hello to Anne. And then we got Acme, Heather, Christy Hartman, Darcy, Dana, Jacqueline, Joni. Jacqueline, thank you so much. That was just the sweetest comment.
Oh, it was.
I read it to P. I mean, that is everything that we've ever wanted. Joni, Huta, we have Kathy, Laura, Linda, Liz, Lois Child. Hello, Lois. Let's see here. Somebody else popped in there. I think it was Linda, maybe. Maybe at the top there. Candy. Hey, Candy. We got Martha, Maxine, Mystical Misty, Nightbot. Remember, he's the one that's going to be dropping info. You can also hashtag commands if you want to know the things that he knows, and you can then have it post into the chat. We have Panka, Rennie. Hello, Rennie. Ricky, Sandra, Susan, and Texture Junkies, aka Sharon. Alright, if I didn't say hello, that is just simply because you didn't pop up on my list, and then you need to say hello or something in the chat, and then I can say hello back, and it wasn't, you know, anything personal. Yeah. What else we got? For those of you that are part of Makers, that is the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, we have all kinds of things going on there. I think the swap with the ATCs that Joni has, is it Joni or Johnny? Because I think Violet called you Johnny the other day, and I was like, oh, maybe it is. So that would be terribly rude of me. Let me know, Johnny. Sorry, that's how my brain works sometimes. She is handling the swap, the ATCs, Joni. Okay, perfect. That's what I thought. Okay, and then she's handling all the swaps. Keep an eye out for posts from her. And then we have Judy P, which she said she might be late today, or she's kind of running around doing things. So she may or may not be here in the chat today. But over in Makers, she has dropped a post, and I put it at the top. You know, we try to kind of rotate that out, so that way there's really, you know, kind of the most pertinent information up there. Like if you're looking for the stream links and things or whatever's happening in the group, we really try to keep that up fresh, and you know, so you know what's going on, and it's an easy way to find it rather than having to scroll through the things, because trust me, I know it's a struggle. All right, you guys have been posting and doing the thing for the $100 giveaway. If you want to know more about that, Nightbot will drop in some links to that, or come on over to Makers, because that happens there as well. And then there are links for all of that information. But we do that $100 giveaway each month. You know, you just got to drop some links and talk about some things that you might have learned in one of our streams or one of our videos. So, there we go. And welcome to those of you that are coming in. We are so happy you're here. Let us know that you're here in the chat. Hey, Devin, so glad you're here. Sandra, hello. All kinds of people coming in. Woohoo.
Alright, I don't know that that's going to be terribly, like, earth-shatteringly.
No, I was like, that was a lot of work for some...
It's very subtle.
Yeah, it's very subtle. Why is your... I'm going to move this up a little bit. So the cat came through here and decided to, you know, stomp around and knock things over. And So
chew on some paper.
Chew on paper, you know, step on the keyboard. You know, just enough to ruffle things.
Irritate the dog do out of you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I want... I think red iron. No,
Oh, hey, Lynn. So glad you're here. Yes, there is that link to the monthly giveaway. So there's information on how to, you know, make that happen. What are you using in the background there? I think that's a good choice.
You think that's a good choice?
What are we doing today? Oh, you've got to show... Is Martha here? Martha? Where are you at, girl? Remember, she sent the really cool, like, chains and things.
Well, my one thing is a surprise, Mariah. Can't show that.
Well, yeah,
yet.
the thing with the chain, that's your...
But I can show the other thing?
Yeah.
Well, it's over there on the thing. I thought about wearing it today, but my shirt that went with it was dirty.
No, but the framed stuff.
Oh, the frame stuff. Well, I was talking about that wonderful...
Well, yeah, that too. I just figured you'd wear that one day.
I will. I tried to wear it today, but my shirt...
Hey, Connie.
My turquoise shirt, I wore it the other day, and...
Might need a wash. Maybe.
You know. Just saying.
For those of you, those of us that live with you, yes, we'd appreciate it. I don't think people in the chat care.
By the time I get paper on here, this is going to be too dadgum late. I've got to
We're
pull
off
this
to a wonderful start. Hey, Diane.
because I need this plate to do more stuff.
To show some things.
Show some things, and I needed to get it on there. So I apologize. I'm kind of going a little bit out of...
Oh, yeah, and there was something else you were supposed to put the little Archie guys down on your collage today.
Yes, and I need to...
Like,
but I'm really honestly thinking about doing that on... Because I've got a full lineup today.
Pushing it out. No. Man, those got kind of electric. I really didn't anticipate that.
Well, I've got another one planned over here, and it's going to... The title of it is Nuclear Non-Proliferation.
Is that because it has little roaches with it?
Yes, with the astroasters.
Yeah. Poor lady. That would be the atomic asters unraveling.
Asters. Astroasters. I don't know why.
Hey, Martha. All right, you got it. Hey, before... Whoa.
Martha, don't go away.
Yeah.
Martha.
Oh, she just came in. I don't think she's going anywhere.
Okay, well, we got a really cool frame and kind of a little extra added thing. This cool skull was on... Oh, there's another. And I thought this was really nice. And then I got a little, you know, springy string. And here's a piece of... I've been doing a lot with Yupo pieces. I mean, I've really been doing a lot. But look at this frame!
Hey, Colleen.
Is this exciting?
So it's on. I had to pop the glass out of there, by the way.
Yeah, and it was quite the ordeal.
Yeah, what's up with the little piece of Yupo that's stuck in there? So it doesn't have glass on it now, so it's more like a shadow boxy kind of thing.
Well, it's a real... You don't put glass over oil.
Well, I think that's acrylic. Martha?
Oh, no, it's disappearing back in the...
just push it.
Okay, it's not there anymore.
Needless to say, you do not want her on your, you know, that doctor game that buzzes. You don't want her.
No. My
Choose somebody else.
But look at this. I just think it's so... And you know, Mariah and I talked about doing something to the frame. And I just decided I didn't want to because...
It's subtle and it's good.
And it matches, you know, it goes with their bones. And these are ground up bones, right?
That's what it's supposed to look like. I'm sure it's just plastic or something.
Well, anyhow.
Who knows?
I think it looks
But
splendid.
they had glued the glass in. I had to pop it out.
Yeah.
I'm serious about that glass thing.
Worried she's going to hurt herself, and I knew that I didn't need to be doing that kind of stuff. And then, look at this one. Now,
I wish you guys could have seen the thing like that before it got all really super goo god. But you know. So the shadow box thing.
Yeah. And it really has, you can see the skull back there.
But
and like this is one of the little things. But most of them I've covered up with, you know, my antique, or at least they're vintage.
Yeah. Costume jewelry and
Costume jewelry.
brooches and things.
Yes.
But then there were some like embroidered flowers, and it just all went so well.
I know, and I had to put this parrot in, even though he's a little sad. He's lost a lot of his paint and patina, but Frida loved parrots. And then I've got the little blue lovebirds down here, and that's reference to Diego and Frida, even though he was a turd. And here's another little parrot. There's a leaf, and I think that's a little ladybug, but then I have two ladybugs there. I have a cute little quacking duck, a heart with flowers on it, and flowers with pearls and enamel.
Yeah.
Oh, and this little guy up here, and he's kind of cool. I don't know, I'm thinking, you know,
do I need to zoom
Middle
in?
Eastern maybe.
Let me zoom in. Gotta move my screens around here.
And I really thought about rubbing some gold around the outside, because I think that would be very Frida, but I haven't yet, because I don't know. It's going to have to be, you know, my very subtle, maybe interference that just kind of suggests a
Yeah,
bit
I
of
think
gold.
so. Maybe on those areas where it's sort of worn, hit those more than anything.
Yeah, and I pulled off, it has little circle things attaching the little tab things on the side, and I pulled off big chunks of it over there. But it really didn't matter.
It was
See
over
those?
there.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm super excited about these. Oh, and
We're very excited about all this, Martha, you can tell. I mean, she left the house. She
did.
went to the home goods store.
Yes. And
They had a purple one too.
and we really kicked ourselves afterwards, because we thought we could get that for a giveaway. We might, you know, venture back in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
One of those. All right, Mariah, I'm going to hand these off to you.
Okay. Now we need to rearrange our whole Frida area to accommodate.
Yes, because these are really, they just...
We didn't want to do that until we knew.
thematically.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I don't want to talk about this right now.
Okay, I'm going to read chat here for a second. Okay. You just think it's funny.
I'm going to gather my whatevers.
The Frida ATCs are just fantastic, and we so appreciate it. Hi, Eva.
Okay, now here's my atomic asters and my one hissing cockroach.
It is not. It's a Dubai roach.
It's a Dubai roach.
And supposedly they're very nice for the people that, like, you know, have lizards as pets.
And I think I already
eat the cockroaches.
pulled off one of his little legs.
Because they live for 2 years and they don't stink. I guess other cockroaches maybe are kind of stinky. I don't know.
Well, stink bugs are stinky. If you step on them, it's horrible.
Well, yeah.
You have to go and wash your foot if you're barefoot.
There we go.
Just
PSA
saying.
for today.
Free advice.
You're
is
welcome.
Worth the price, Mariah. Father used to
Hey,
say
Fiona.
that frequently. I have to just decide which way, but I think this is such a lovely background.
Yes.
And I'm thinking about maybe having these be gold, but then I have to think about, what about my cockroach?
Lime green. Because he's
Lime
supposed to be.
green.
Yeah.
He's glowing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would be a really good choice. And I could even, oh, and that was what I was fussing about with here. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. My little smushy dragonfly, I got to get him off of there.
Now, was that a PM or you just drew it?
Well, it started out as PM, and then when I pulled it up, it kind of squished out, and I had to redefine some areas, and it did a little bit more squishing. But, you know, I think it's kind of nice. I put some gold on the wings.
All right.
It's not stellar by any means,
Well, and I don't think thematically.
but
you
I
should
need to
put
get
with-
it off of there so that I can put my bug on.
Oh, okay. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Well,
saying.
then just put it on some tissue.
Yeah, because then I might be able to use it someplace else, right?
Yeah. That was sort of mine. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's pull this with something exciting. How about purple? Purple's always good. If in doubt, go with purple. That's what my watercolor teacher used to say.
Really?
Yeah.
Who was the watercolor teacher?
Gary Gordon.
Was this a tech?
Mm-hmm. Junction.
Mm. When in doubt, use purple.
Well, I've always thought that was, you know, kind of.
Yeah, the more you think about it, you're like, yeah, that makes sense.
Why not?
Seems like a good go-to.
All right, well, we'll let that set while we do the asters. Asters.
She was there from, okay, when did we move to Lubbock?
I'm not really sure. I just didn't know those.
80-ish.
Yeah.
Probably 81, 82, something like that. And then we moved to Freona in 86 or 87.
Well, we were only at Tech for what? Two years? I guess it was almost 3. I don't know these things.
She doesn't know this.
You know, I never was.
I know that here's how I kind of know things. I know this is how my brain and how I remember certain years. So she had a 1982 Civic Honda, or was it an 87 Honda? No, it was an 82. You got your Honda Civic. It was an 82. That was in Lubbock.
Yes.
And see, and that was after the crazy Peugeot. Peugeot. That thing was possessed.
Was a diesel Peugeot.
Yeah. And it would like not turn off or, you know, not turn on.
Oh my gosh, one day I was coming home from school and coming down our street, and all of a sudden it just automatically started accelerating. And so I was just freaking out, and I was putting on the brakes and changing gears and everything, and then even when I turned it off, it just sat there and went.
I think we were in the car.
Well, it would have been that time of day, but it was very traumatic.
Yeah, and I think that's when you're like, we're getting a real car.
Yeah.
Like a car that we can.
And it was great because it was a 4-wheel drive.
Laura was there from 72 to 73. No, because that was.
Yeah, that would have been.
You would have been in Colorado then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was there in 96. For a brief period of time.
Very brief.
About half a semester to be exact. Don't send 16-year-olds or 17-year-olds to college.
Yeah, it's really.
That have been, locked up in a small town. It's not a good idea.
It's a very, very bad idea. All right, well, I think that's going to work.
Gotta ease them into unsupervised,
Now,
social activity.
I don't know if I want to put my bug on first or if I want to put on my...
Well, you need to put your paint on and then just because you just want the bug, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what you need to do.
I wouldn't mind a faint
halo,
kind of like, because the whole idea is
glowing.
That those are the only things that are going to be alive, after we nuke ourselves.
Mm-hmm. It's just really enlightening and
uplifting.
Uplifting. There we go. Yeah, that's where.
No, that little bug. I swear, he's lost a leg, and I don't know what I've done with my other. Here they are. Let's see if we've got a better. Bug.
That's hilarious, Zachary.
What?
I'm probably gonna regret reading this out loud, but here we go. All right. My male friends at work used to say that their mothers tracked dates like that was the year you had that rash on your tiny genitalia.
No, you guys just didn't put another leg over there. These bugs are minus a leg.
No, it had one. Remember, we usually give you the,
Oh, I get
You get the IMPPs.
Well, you ought to see some.
Hey, and you know
my
what?
floor is littered with this stuff that I was working on to get my I don't know if I
Oh.
want the bigger bug. I think I want the smaller bug.
Laura used to spend her summers in the Panhandle, Tulia, then Tech.
Oh, yeah, we know about that.
Yeah, we weren't in Texas until like 1980-ish.
Ish. Yeah. So that's a nice little, little
No.
corner piece. And yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and do the bug first, and then I'll work around that and put this down and then put the plate on top of it, like I do, and pick it up.
All right.
That way it'll be in the right place. I swear to God, I have problems with spatial concepts and whatnot. Anyway.
She's spatial. Hey, Gayla.
Howdy,
She says-
howdy.
She says, "Hi, P. I have your bug leg."
Well, poor little feller. But he'll probably grow, and I think
He's got it tucked in.
they grow other appendages. I mean, they can
they're
grow
roaches.
back.
They're hardy.
Yeah. That's what we're saying anyway. Now, if I turn this just right, it's going to really...
Yes, give the
It's
yeah,
gonna
there you go.
be in that area.
I love it.
I think that's better than the other way.
I do too. I don't know what's tickling me in my ear.
I don't know, though. That's kind of nice, too. Except I really like that.
I like the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, I do, too. Because it's more diagonal.
Oh,
And I can move it up a bit.
this is a diagonal she'll go for. This better. I should like to point these things out in case anybody else is thinking it. Like I
Oh, okay.
it's part of my job.
All right. So we decided that the bug is going to be lime green. We won't need to move that because... So...
Yeah, I know. See, Joni said I thought diagonals were bad. You just have to have a reason.
Not necessarily.
This is a soft one.
I say that diagonals are something you should avoid, and the reason is, come on,
This is gonna.
slapping my paint back in the pot. Not working very well, but one of those thoughts.
Hey, Peg.
Now, I just didn't want to have to redo this and 49 times, so I'm using lots of.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, it's not a full-on diagonal. I think that's one. So go ahead about your diagonal justification.
This isn't justification.
Oh,
It's
education.
true.
Facts by P.
Okay, now what do I do with that other little piece?
I think that one works because it's not really like a hard, and really the diagonal is bringing you up and in because there's movement up and then you have a focal point. Versus like sometimes if you have a hard line of something that's going to just take you and slide you out and not bring you back in. That's where the whole, be careful with the diagonals. That's what she meant to say.
Yes.
Panka likes a diagonal composition.
Perfect little roachy.
You have, all right. I like it. He also
I
looks
do
a little
too.
alien. Like you could even draw a little face inside there and it kind of looks like, like somebody could be wearing just a cockroach outfit.
I've seen that movie, I think.
I've seen that. Isn't that like a Men in Black or something?
Yeah, I think so. I remember something about
Well,
that.
he was actually wearing a human as a meat suit.
Okay, I'm not. I don't know if that was the same movie that I was.
Hey, Kathy. That wasn't the same one.
No, I don't believe it
It
was.
was.
All right, so now, just gonna give that a moment.
Or was it a cartoon?
No, it was like the bugs are coming.
Nice thing about going paint to paint is what she's doing right there. If you get
I
at it
didn't
quick
want.
enough.
I didn't want that on the outside there. I want it to look kind of like this is. Yeah.
The Edgar suit.
We're bringing you back in instead of taking you out. Okay, now this is going to be a problem because I've got some mucky muck on here. Oh, jeez.
Oh, Joni says you need some metallic gel pen to outline that roach. She's been using the white acrylic ones to kind of do some outlining and
I
filling
did
in
on
and-
that one that
Yeah.
I'm going to pull here in a flash.
In a flash.
In a flash.
In a moment.
Well, I've got this experiment going on here. So I've got to get this. I mean, if, you know, this is like, you know, when you are doing laundry, but you ran out of laundry soap and then you went to get the laundry soap, but then you noticed, oh, there's the toilet paper. I need to take that up to the other bathroom because we don't have any toilet paper up there. Then when you get up to the bathroom, you're going, oh my God, this sink is disgusting. I'm going to wash this. And by the time you get back to the laundry, you know, it's time to fix dinner or something. Kind of stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
How about that for a little ramble?
Yeah.
You know, this is my purple. If I don't know what color to use, I just grab the red iron oxide. Serves me well.
Okay. What are you doing with this?
I'm pulling it off of here so that I can use this for my asters.
Oh, okay. Joni says adult ADD. She knows it well.
I think I've always been, but I was kind of on, you know, the cusp of that whole thing. They weren't really identifying learning disorders. And I got to go to, we only had one teacher that did special classes in our school. It was a small school. And so for math, I had to go to the extra help. But for reading, I got to go to the gifted and talented.
Are you talking about you in
Me.
like high school or?
No, I'm talking about me in 6th grade.
Oh. But this was before they had like the specialty programs. And,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I
Carla?
think that's kind of nice. It'll be an interesting, do something else to it kind of thing. And now we're ready for asters.
Hey, Jeanette. Oh, she's working on her watercolor. Your watercolors are beautiful, Jeanette.
Have I seen them?
I think
haven't
so.
seen
She's posted 2 of them now.
I don't know if I have. All right, now we have to talk about the atomic asters.
Why are we talking about them?
Well, we're talking about them because we're going to decide what color they need to
Hey,
be.
Ginger.
I want them to be sort of there, but not like, ah. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do. I thought you were saying gold. I think that's a good, and maybe you could use that
Yes, this stuff.
As
I really do like this stuff.
because it's not so blingy, but yet it's the right amount.
It really is. It's just perfect. And for someone that, you know, that wants,
Janae, when you're over there on your TV, you may need to select that you want to stream it at 1080. It could just be that. But see, like on iPhone, because it's going to be at 720, it'll look fine. But you may have to select it on your TV if you want to see us in 1080. And it should stream as such.
as such.
And if this is too light, that'll be fine. You can go back with something else and, you know, punch it up, but then it'll have a nice little goldy halo.
This is very true. Everything you said is true. Because this is, again, a metallic. It dries rather quickly, and I know that I'm not picking up a lot of it because it's already dry. C'est la vie.
Do you think it's gonna?
I don't know.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, it looks beautiful. That's not, isn't the position. Did you do it right?
I think so. I might have got a little more on the bug than I... This is a brayer off, by the way. You can tell because it's kind of thin out here where I pulled off some of the paper.
Ooh, see, I like that.
I do too.
Now you flipped your positioning. You do know that, right?
Hmm?
You flipped your positioning because your big aster was supposed to be down in that one corner. But I actually don't mind this.
Well, enough of it didn't come up that it really...
yeah, it's irrelevant.
And I like that it hit some of the spots where the contrast, but it didn't so much down here next to the bug, because there's just a little, there's one thing going over there, but mostly the bug is by himself.
Janae, through YouTube, like when you have the options, like you'll have closed captioning, and then the settings, hit the little wheel thing, and then it'll pop open and it says, you know, what do you want to watch it in? And then you can select 1080. Select. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, Joni says to put a smaller bug in that blank spot. Well, you need 3 bugs. If you're going to put another one, you got to put 2 more.
Oh, you mean in where the circle is?
I think so.
I shall take that under consideration. All right, now we're going to try this. And you know, really, all of this occurred right before. I had a whole bunch of other stuff that we were going to do.
I vote orange. Just getting it in there.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I've got my, I may have to uncover it. Yeah, I have to uncover it. I have to be careful here because I've got this the sticky stuff that you guys put on it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it stays on longer than I would like for it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just part of the manufacturing process.
All right, so I've got this net that Brad gave it to me because it was all mussed about and some of the things were torn out. So I just went through and cut out more of them and got a little carried away, so I had to use some U-post.
You mended it.
I had to mend my net. I swear I cannot see crap. But I don't know that this is going to show up. But, you know, in I guess it's Japanese culture, they cage crickets. Mm-hmm. And they're like a pet. They talk to them and carry them about and you know, feed them little snacks of, you know, goodies and whatnot. And I wanted that whole idea, but I just don't know if this is going to work. I think the lines are too strong. Now what I can do, I can do a low contrast background and put so that it's suggesting that, and then make this a really dark.
Or just as you just did with the asters, you could put a golden little net.
I could do that.
Or copper net, or, you know, whatever. Probably, Gayla. Probably.
Okay, so I think this is going to be the same. And I've still got a little bit of that other stuff on there.
Is that before they deep fry them? And Devin says, oh, they do eat them too, you know.
Well, I think
crickets
that's
on
more.
a stick.
I think that's further south. That's Vietnam, and I don't know that the Japanese fry their crickets. I think they like them. It's like you would eat your buddy. Okay, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, yeah, I think this is probably a better choice. I could even go with this. And then it would kind of disappear in these areas where, you know, it's already... Okay, everybody agrees that's a good one?
Yeah.
these little lids kind of make me just a little bit crazy.
Oh yes, if you wanted to make a net, you could put the paint down and drag a comb through it. I don't know why that was such a hard.
I could do that. But I really like I worked long and hard on my net over here, and I fully intend to use it.
Yes. It was such a bummer because when we cut it, it's like, for whatever reason, every once in a while the crickets just decide to, like, okay, I'm tired.
And it didn't even cut the ends.
Well, yeah, so it had started the outer cut, which is the last cut, and then it stopped. And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? Because this is one of those ones that takes a wee bit of time.
Yeah, and I'm going to talk about that wee bit of time stuff here momentarily. I'm pulling off paint. Can you see that I'm pulling off paint so I don't even have to...
Yeah, do the thing. And then you just do that thing.
Yeah, okay, now while I give that a bit of, you know, a little quick buff and rest, I want to talk about, because what I did was I pulled off, okay, this was the edge here. Can you see it?
Yeah, and here, I'll drop a link to this so you guys know which
So
stencil
then
is.
I just went back and, boy, I really need to clean that. That taping is really
It's kind of
sad.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've got these cool pieces here now that I can use, as well as the insides, which I like those. And I was happy to get this because my wonky net is like, it's heavy with paint.
It's heavy with paint.
Okay. Well, still got some on the plate. We got to
Yeah.
do something with that. 'Cause that's really slow.
Yeah, and it looks like something else transferred off there.
No, remember we still had that other stencil
Okay.
from the other gold business.
Okay.
This is this blue that I just absolutely love. Love, love, love.
Oh, Diane says, do we have pieces of stencil stuck in our flooring? Yeah, it's everywhere. Like, it's all over our house. It's at our front door. It's in our cars. It sticks to you.
And you take it to bed and then it pokes you in the night and you think
Yeah, it gets
something's
stuck to your
biting you.
foot, and yeah, and then it's in the bed, and you're like, oh my God. Stuff everywhere. Izzy always has it stuck to her.
Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
That's lovely.
I mean, I don't know. This may be the background for my cricket.
The cricket, so Kathy, yes, Misty said yes, they are. Good luck. I feel bad that the cricket will be caged and trapped and possibly depressed. That's from Gayla. No worries, Gayla. This is purely representative.
No crickets were
Yeah,
harmed
that's right.
during this.
This is the best way to own a cricket, is, you know, one made from Yuko and purchased from PM Artist Studio. I'll put a link to the cricket.
Oh, what did
I
I
felt slightly shameless, but I don't. You know, we're all
Slightly.
about self-promotion. You do it.
Absolutely.
Who's gonna do it
If
if not
nobody,
you?
and besides that, somebody else might not do it right.
I feel that is true. This is why people don't plan my birthday, because
Oh
I don't
Lord.
feel that it's gonna be done properly. Never had a surprise
All right,
party.
now we need to talk about scale here because I don't know what size. I don't know. I felt like that one's kind of but then I think that one is too big. Maybe we should go with this little medium-sized hopper.
And then let's see here. Kathy had said the cricket symbolism is about good luck, wealth, and prosperity. Cricket is a bearer of happiness and love in your
Yes.
life. There you go.
I don't know. Y'all help me out here. What do you think? Is that too small?
Yes.
this medium size.
I like that one.
Feeling that one, because then you still have space to explore around and whatnot, and it's, you know, created an environment there. And I have to show you my all right, so Mariah says orange. I am thinking my quinacridone burnt orange.
Yes.
That's the ticket. And, oh, poop. Well, that wasn't going to be big enough anyway.
Well, wasn't that your tester one? You were supposed to test that stuff out.
Well, I know, but I got busy doing something else, and that got...
Yeah, I know.
You know how that
You were
goes.
going like half the day yesterday.
I was. Had to go and get my eyes checked again. Oh, I just really hate having to do the... All right, now, we want the Cricut to be orange, so we put paint down. And I bathed yesterday, so I didn't bathe today. Like you really wanted to know that, but...
In case you guys were wondering.
My hair was very sticky uppy. I don't know what's up with that.
Lexi liked the little one. I feel like that, you know, welcome to my world, Lexi. I usually feel that way.
What?
Throwing out the, you know, suggestions.
What was your suggestion?
Oh, well, Lexi's was the little one.
Oh. Well, I really consider that little one. Oh, I'm not very happy
Yeah.
with that. That's poopy.
Paint's drying quick today.
Paint is drying quick today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, let's get this out of here because I don't want to be mucking that up.
I'd really like to know the story behind the Andy and Barney. It usually confuses me when I see it in the chat because I'm like, oh,
What?
did somebody new come in? But no. Gayla calls Kathy Andy and Kathy calls Gayla Barney.
Well, I'm sure there's some
Yes,
really
I know. That's why
hilarious.
yeah. Hopefully you can type that in there in the chat. That would be super if you want to share. Did you use open?
No,
No. Okay.
I did not.
He was sweet and petite. Aw.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Quick, quick. Like a little cricket.
Oh, dadgummit. I did it. I did it again.
Yeah, flipped it. That's all right.
I really wanted him going this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, really, really wanted him to go that way.
Next time.
I just got all carried away and excited here, and
So Gayla says she's the Barney Fife of art. He was kind of the goofy one, right?
yes. Okay, I don't love it, but
I do. I like it. I think it's, you know.
that's okay.
I mean, it's not mind blowing.
It's okay. All right, I'm going to clip these little boogers together because they have a tendency to fall on the floor and
Mm-hmm. Then
Run-
just get
run
mixed
over.
in with all the.
they, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Melody.
Okay. Still got some paper. Here, this is really nice. This is a nice little cricket. I don't know that he reads his articulation. Kind of gets lost in the shuffle.
He was very hard.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you want to show the legs, and then I wanted them in that position.
Yeah.
So what to leave open, and then, see, this is where
almost
You
think
know, the
maybe,
negative space, what do we fill in? Should I fill in that back leg part? But then that causes issue too.
I think I'm going to cut, I don't know what these things are. What are those?
Those are his little,
Mandibles?
yeah.
Well, I don't think they're quite that large. I'm going to cut them back.
Okay.
You all feel free to cut your mandibles.
Size matters.
It do.
It do.
All
Hey Diana, how are
all
you?
contrary to what some people say. There we
Thanks,
go.
Heather.
Yeah,
She likes a cricket.
I do too. I like crickets. In theory. I
Well,
like
actually, I think it's his little front.
I think I just cut off his front paw.
Maybe. It's okay.
Yeah, sometimes hoppers
Yeah.
Lose
Happens in the real world.
appendages.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now what? Okay, is my plate empty? Fairly so. Yeah. Okay, well let's just, it's
Oh.
kind of, got some green goo on it. Oh no, here's a bug.
See, they get loose.
And I don't want to put that up because I really do think I'm going to use that later. So I'll put that over here.
Haven't seen Patty lately.
I've seen her on, she puts things on Facebook, but I mean, I don't see
I
her
haven't been on Facebook as much lately.
doing any of her arty farty stuff, but I think she's still recovering.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's what's going on. All right, we're bringing out the tape.
Okay. I don't know why it seems so dark, but I'm just also thinking that it's still my screen that's being annoying.
Just don't know that this color of green is what I want in my next.
So part of the whole, Barney and Andy thing is that Patty tried to make a citizen's arrest. And then,
Oh, like for real?
yeah, like for real. That's even what she said.
What was she arresting somebody for?
I don't know. She didn't tell me that.
Well, I certainly want to know about that. My
Yeah, she's
curiosity has been piqued.
Can't just, leave it at that.
And I think some of this is on my, it is. It's underneath. Because I just flipped this over. I didn't have time to get new paper. But I do think I've got a bit more of a green spot there.
Or is that one under?
Well, that one's under.
Okay. You keep going at it. It's like when I'm trying to, sometimes when I'm photoshopping things, and it's actually, just gooky stuff on my screen. Yeah.
See, look how much stuff was out there.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
Hey, Effie. Oh, goodness.
What?
Oh, so, Kathy and Gayla were, I guess, watching it from the sidelines or whatever, and about peed their pants sitting on a bench as she was in full-blown action while Patty was trying to, do the citizen's arrest. Because there was a hit and run. Was she chasing them down? She ran up the center of the street yelling, "Citizens arrest! Citizens arrest!"
Did they listen?
We're coming this next year. I'm telling you, coming. Somebody better put on a show.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to show you some of my stuff that I did already. That's really.
Rennie wants to know how long she should leave her brayers in Murphy soap. A lot of people say they kind of soak them overnight.
Oh my gosh! I had one in there for 3 days once, and
Now, that was that metallic situation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go in and scrub on it a little while, and then it was like, dang, this is just not coming off. I guess I'm going to have, so I'd get some more,
Rinse,
not
repeat.
hot water, but very warm water,
Uh-huh.
and put some more of the soap in there, and then let it set again. And I mean, I finally got it off, but it was a whip. What?
have to make sure I'm reading this right. Hold on. So then Patty then hit on the policeman. Told him he was big enough to ride her ride. Did I read that right?
Better be careful. We'll be getting those bots in
I
here.
know. Well, and then Patty will be like, "Oh my God, already told it." I think I've heard parts of this story before, so it's not like it's not out on the internet anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what you get for not showing up, Patty. You can't defend yourself. We're just gonna go with that story.
Now this is the horny toad,
Yes, and the
horned lizard.
all right. So the thing is his head's kind of cocked up and he's kind of looking up. He's deciding which bug he's gonna go for. Okay. Well, again, I screwed up because he was supposed to be turned around looking at that one up there in the corner.
Yes, that seems about right. Flippy floppy, man.
And there's a piece of that Yupo that I was working on that came off of the fan coral. Let me talk to you about that fan coral real quick. Okay. So you all understand. Well, here, let me show you this real quick too.
Well, when you
Here, see, this one's going the right way.
oh, whoa, that's a lot. I love that one. A lot going on there.
Well, I pulled it with this wowie zowie color that
Oh, the Z scent.
yes, which this is kind of like that pink. I didn't think I'd ever use it, but look what it did, because it was really a very dark tealy turquoisey color. So then I rubbed some of it out where the toad was, but pulled it with, and this blue is opaque, so it really didn't change the blue all that much. So again, it's kind of the same theme here. He's got a better bug selection than this one does. But these are all on brayer offs and flop offs.
Devin had her brayer soaking in the kitchen, and her husband thought that it was a cucumber and she was trying to pickle it. Was he disappointed? Did he want pickles?
I like some pickles.
Love some pickles.
I like pickles. And then I have this lovely tissue paper thing.
From that?
Yeah. The bugs.
From the bug.
From the bugs. Bug.
He
All
hates
right.
pickles. Oh.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah. I like some pickles.
Okay, I want to...
I'm choosy about the pickle, though.
Alright, good. This is cleaned off. Yeah, baby. Got to show you these adorable stencils.
Okay, and I know Lisa Mingus is, she's traveling. She's on the road. You know, they go to car shows and stuff, I think. But anyway, these are for Lisa Mingus, because she's so sweet, and she sends me such awesome ideas. And you know, please guys, always, like, if you have an idea about a stencil, let me know. I'll do my best.
Oh, I want to get rid of that blue because that is not in my color palette on this at all.
But these are the volume 4 strippers, breakfast strippers. And you'll see why here in a second, but I will put a little link to them. Because I already have them in the shop. Look at me being all the head of the game.
Oh, and Mariah, it was so funny.
Oh, yeah, you gotta, tell them about
talk
that.
about the eggs.
Yeah.
Probably the first eggs that you brought me were like in... when you do stencils, it's hard sometimes to get your head around the fact that you need to attach them to something or you're going to have little things fall out. God knows I am a horrible stencil builder. But she brought them to me and I have them over here. I'm going to keep them. I think they look like alien eyes, and I'm going to do something. Look at this, tape's turning out pretty good. I should...
Well, and I might, create a different set, just because I think the version 1 of my eggs, and sometimes you got to break a few eggs to, make something. Yeah, I used that last night. And I was
The
like,
first thing we get up in the morning, we have to have coffee. Boy, this plate's going to be good. I'm going to get that on there.
I'd like
Perfect.
to say that I planned that.
And then we have juice. And then someone starts frying the bacon. If I can't get all these on here, I'm going to be so PO'd. And then somebody makes waffles.
No. Yeah. I think you're going to have to either go with juice or coffee. Because you need eggs and waffles. Or you go with what you got out there and you go with the eggs.
I think that's what I'm going to go
Okay. And so my original eggs, yeah.
Were this part.
Well, yeah, but it's totally different. I kind of kept the basic shape, but they were a totally different situation.
Okay, well, waffles will have to wait for later.
Need skeletons with flowers. Well, you know, we do have skeletons and then we have flowers. We don't have them together. But I might be able to do something about that.
Oh, yeah?
And it could be a specialty one.
Skeletons.
Because I'm thinking about using the PM special flowers that you only get if you request them and, you know, I know you. You know the PM flowers? It's not in the shop.
Yeah.
Nor will it ever be.
Okay. I'm thinking this is going to be kind of coffee. I have my little brayer out here. That might be kind of gray.
That's okay. It's dark coffee.
Yes.
This is like some of
Dark
the
roast.
stuff that they're going to be making some espresso.
Okay. I'm just going to leave that for right now.
Yes.
Okay, and the next we have here is going to be oranges. And we're going to go with...
You know, I had... So, I've been working on this for a while. Because I was like, all right, well, you know, what do I do? And then, you know, how literal do I get? Or, you know, I struggled with it. And so, Devin said, what about, can I order some French toast? I had some designs for toast, but it left too much... Like, there wasn't enough... You know, it's kind of like you have an outer shape, and you have to think about that, and then, you know, is there enough happening in it to be interesting as a stencil?
Yes. Just always, always, always the...
So that was why I ditched the toast. Because I just didn't feel like it was that compelling of a design. It just really kind of looked like triangles. Because I had it, you know, cut like...
I'm hoping I can do some, you know, bacon colors here.
We're making people hungry now. And then we were thinking that these designs, yes, there is some,
This
you
is
know,
really
very...
icky.
What am I trying to say as far as like a, you know, the graphics themselves, especially like with the oranges and the coffee, that they are very recognizable. But that isn't necessarily true depending on how you layer them. Because, you know, those little orange slices and things could become, you know, like little sunbursts. And then the bacon itself I thought was really cool because it looks almost like stones, you know, when it, a lot of you see in Arizona or like the, you know, Grand Canyon, because you can see the layers. Yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking. Oh. Now what? I'm very interested in how this is gonna. Are you gonna put some other color with it?
I'm thinking so, yeah.
Yeah. So they come in the large and the small, just like the other strippers. These are the little ones.
Look at that bacon.
Oh, that was some. Yeah, I mean, bravo. And the oranges, I have fattened up those lines, and I may do it on the coffee beans for the little ones. So remember, these are kind of, she gets the first round of stuff, so sometimes they get reworked a little bit more before we ship them out to you guys. I love it. It's so cute.
I think it is too. It made me laugh.
Yeah, I didn't know if P was going to be on board. If she was going to think it's... Sometimes she thinks things are kind of cutesy.
Well, yeah, sometimes I do. And sometimes I don't really care. I you know, you don't need to be such a stick in the mud and such a
Oh, I shall remember that you said that.
Arty.
Everybody mark that down.
arty, smarty ass.
Sugar biscuits.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now, we're going to talk about, well, first of all, we're going to let that dry really well because we don't want to mess up our, because I think I did a bang-up job on that. I could have.
Oh, sorry.
No, let's see if I've got
Now,
one.
what are you going to pull it with?
Well, something transparent.
Mm-hmm.
And probably, I don't know. I just, you know, so.
Are you going to come back over the eggs and do their outlines more?
Well, I hadn't thought about that, doing that, no.
Because if you could put the egg one back on there. And I don't even think that you have to get it, like, spot on. I mean, obviously you do want to line it up a wee bit. Oh, goodness, here she goes. There we, yeah, uh-huh, uh-huh.
No.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
I was going to say, it's got to be this side because this is where the color is. Now, I think what I might do here is take my opaque white
Yeah.
and do the outside. What do I do with my deck gun? Well, I only have 49,000 of these.
Only. Oh, take your white marker. Good job, Joni.
Yeah, I got it out over here.
And that, she was kind of doing that with the bugs.
Yeah, I was.
Is that the little one?
Yeah.
That isn't the smallest one, though. Or did it have like a fine?
Yeah, this is the smallest.
Oh, okay. So it's still like a nibbed tip and not a fine point.
Kind of hard to get in there. I think I'm going to have to.
Well, get your fat one and just kind of blob it along. That's what I'll do.
But it goes underneath, Mariah.
Oh.
You just do not understand.
True that.
And especially, you know, since I want to make sure that
Yeah.
them things down there.
Okay. Now for the bigger ones, I bet you could use the pen.
Oh yeah, because it'd fit in there.
Yeah. Now I may fatten these up on the smaller ones, ever so slightly. This is why we do these little trial runs. And we used to do this stuff for days behind the scenes, but we like to show it on camera now.
Well, since people, you know, have started saying they don't mind us fumbling and fiddling and
Right.
farting around.
All those F words.
Oh no, got a little bit of white on my egg.
Sometimes that happens.
Yeah, busted it.
Sorry, I'm kind of engrossed in that. For those of you that are, you know, coming in, you're new, say hello in the chat. We want to hear from you. So we can say hello back. Very nice. Now, if you ombre this, that would be pretty cool.
And how do you think I should ombre this?
Now remember, that's not
Shiny.
really, that's really not going to do anything.
Well,
You're
there was,
painting on the
because
backside.
there was a spot there that
Oh,
got
okay.
mucked about. Hoping there is there too.
Katie, I was thinking that they also would be like little miniature
See, you can see that white through that spot.
macaroons. Because they have that look to them too.
All right.
See, they didn't look like eggs just as the stencil, did they? But when you add the color, then you go, oh, yes,
That's
they
an
do.
egg. All right, we're going to allow the eggs to dry while we futz about with some other stuff
Hey,
here.
Becky.
Okay, well, I think those are just...
Oh, what part of New Mexico? We
Yeah,
used to
we
live in
love-
Friona, and we live like 30 minutes from...
I used to go to Santa Fe.
Clovis.
It has the best flea market ever.
Yeah.
Let me get some of that white off of there because it's lumpy.
And we had a great time in Albuquerque, too.
Oh, Albuquerque is just the best. Albuquerque is a better bang for your buck than
Yes, that is
Santa
true.
Fe.
Santa Fe's a little pricey.
yeah, those.
They're a little...
But their flea market is awesome.
yes.
I mean, it's like going to an international event
And it's
because
huge.
you know, the Africans are there.
Like, really, they are.
You know, the
And then they used to
the
come and stay
Sikhs
at
are
mom.
there.
They used to come and stay with mom
Yes, they did while
while
they
they
were
were traveling around.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in Albuquerque by way of Milwaukee.
Albuquerque is a nice place to be.
Yes, that
I
is the
liked it.
2-inch roller, right? Yes.
Maybe 1.5.
They might call it a 2.
What?
They might call it a 2-inch. I've noticed that, you know, they'll say 2-inch, but in, you know, its actual is like...
It's 1.5. Because here's the 2.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, that'd be a really false advertisement if they were.
Yeah, if you were off a 1/2 inch, that kind of would
Yeah,
be
that's-
significant.
That's significant.
Yeah,
You
know,
can do that in wood.
every now and then, but let me tell you about this little jobber. You might not think it's something that you really need, but when I need it, I need it. And there's just nothing else that you can use that suffices. And it's kind of nice once in a while just to go in and do painterly. And I've seen people do a lot more painterly things with it than I do, but mine are mostly utilitarian. Gosh, that's a
That's how
nice
she
color,
rolls.
isn't it?
Utilitarianly.
Utilitarian. There's my eggs.
Hey, Trish.
Okay. Now, where do I want to put that so that I don't lose those little boogers? Now, I want to talk about...
Oh, yes, and didn't you say they kind of looked like oysters?
A little bit.
Or maybe it was Lisa, because I gave her a preview, because, you know, she gave me, you know, she was the inspiration for it all.
Okay,
I think
here's
maybe
the...
she
here's,
said oysters.
Yes.
And that's kind of a breakfast. Some people do the breakfast, the oysters for breakfast.
I would
like
eat
a
them
French
anytime.
thing.
I
Yeah.
like them.
I like little oysters. I don't always love the ones they serve around here because they're kind of the big ones, and then there's usually like some gritty stuff in there, and I don't really care for that. I like the more expensive, like Blue Points or
Yeah, she likes her small and
shishi.
firm.
Yeah, I'm a little shishy about my oysters.
I don't really care. I like the big ones too. I can chew them and swallow them. Okay, now here's another little...
So glad that, you know, if you're coming in on all that, talking
I
about
don't really
oysters
know.
and
What
eggs.
was this before...
That's part of the eggs, my original eggs.
Ah, this is part of the original eggs.
The outer.
Well, the innards are somewhere. I don't know what I did with them. But I thought this would be a nice little vignette, kind of windowy thing.
It's sort of creepy, very, you know, you could use that for
Yeah.
some
But
spooky
here,
things.
here's the big boys.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah, it's riveting you showing them all together like that. It's good. Where's your black piece of paper, woman? Or did you print on it?
I printed on
I was going to say, I saw something under there and it looks like you printed on it.
I did. But we have more. We have more black paper, which I don't really like it. It's kind of poopy paper.
Yeah, I don't like the Oysters Rockefeller that much. I mean, I'll go for it, but...
No, I like mine
Raw.
wet and
Yeah.
raw. Slimy.
Oh, I'm just waiting for Gayla. Okay, good God. Yep, I was gonna say, wait for Gayla's, her comments on the conversation. Just good God, where's this conversation going?
Oysters on the show.
Two people came in and then they left. Notice that. One's back. Or somebody.
Only the intrepid travelers will stay it out.
So there you go. There's the biggins.
Biggins. Okay. Put those down there. and I will put this out.
Yeah, I don't know that we're hitting the stencil giveaway kind of numbers today. Yeah. Which is funny because it's like, I was talking about it. It sort of happens like once a week, which is great. But it's sort of funny that you think, okay, well, it's the Tuesday stream that people like are really, you know, getting hyped up about and showing up for. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, Thursday's the big day. Oh no, wait, Sunday's the big day. It's kind of funny.
We don't really care. It's
Yeah.
just yeah. Okay, so here's another little experiment that, you know, these Brian and Brad hand me all the poopy stuff. So I'm just going to lay them out here. What happened was it got caught up, and this is kind of, from what I understand, because I know I've received more than one of these, and this is going to be
This
really...
is one of the tricky ones sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay, I'm going to take this away because this is going to be very visually...
Oh yes, thank you, Red. Oh, tree bark, yeah, that's... Yeah, I think the breakfast strippers can be used in all sorts of ways. I think there's a lot of potential beyond breakfast.
Okay. So this used to be all together, right? Everybody understands
This is the
that.
chevrons. I'll drop that link just in case you guys are interested in this, because you may want to chop up your own.
Well, and just in case, you know, you yank it off of there and you...
Or yeah, you have one of these and you have now, you know, mangled it a little because you were a little rough with it. You
Or,
had one of those
you know,
days.
maybe you slid your rolly chair over it a couple times. Don't know if I'm going to have time, place. I don't know if I'm going to have room for all of it once I pull it apart.
What did Izzy say the other day? She's like, I don't have...
I don't have time to talk to you right now. I've got someplace to go.
Yeah, like, I don't have time to talk right now.
Well, well, and I can't use that one. Oh, well, I'm happy with this. I'll just move this back over where it was. Okay.
Oh, yes, Sandra. I'm with you. I'm going to come and hang out with you, and we can eat that and drink that.
What, shots of vodka with your
No.
oysters?
West Coast oysters. They're divine.
Well, the best ones
Cold
we've
glass of wine or champagne.
the best ones ever were the ones that we had in Seattle, and those were
well, we'd get a mix because sometimes we'd get those West Coast
those flights,
and then yeah.
flights of beer and flights of oysters.
I know. I love a flight of anything, just about. I like options. It's container gardening. I'm telling you. That's how I live my life. Slightly non-committal.
Oh,
But when I commit,
God,
I do.
You just don't know how absolutely true that is. Oh, yes. Compartmentalized. All right, let's do something really cool here. Oh, that's kind of off a bit, isn't it?
Oh yeah, this one could kind of hurt your eyeball. This is like when Patty Tolly busts out with her striped paper, and I'm like, oh, okay, don't move it around so fast. This sort of does the same thing. So don't stare at the screen too much. Just kind of, you know.
Okay,
Focus in
now
on
I'm going
one
to
of
have
us.
to shush this one over ever so slightly. Turn it around.
Oh yes, the Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, I like those too.
Oh, yeah.
And I can fix those. I know how to prepare them. All right. Now what? Let's do something really, really powsy-wowsy with the, okay. We'll ombre the dog do out of this thing. Now,
All right, got you back, Carla.
I think this is one of Patty's mixture.
Yes,
That
she
she's-
taught us this. We learned it from her.
Yes, we did.
If you make
We'll
these,
sure be glad when she joins us again.
I know. I miss Patty.
Okay, well now we got to go to, you know, the cheek paint. We're in the.
Oh, I'm very proud of you mixing all these. Usually when I suggest that, you give me.
We're in the bleachers.
Okay.
Not the bleachers. What do you call it? In the mezzanine, nosebleeds.
I kind of knew what you were saying.
Oh.
Well, and then this is kind of a, so we do have the one stripper set that has like just the one long one. Like if you wanted to just have a little bit of chevron, I'll put that link here in the chat in just a second. But this is the big, you know, big one. And so if you have this one, you could cut it up and create some different, you know, because you could open up some of those. Or,
Yeah, like I did down here.
Right, or you could even use your washi tape and fill in some. Because we even talked about doing that. We just haven't gotten around to it. But if you had this, you could kind of, you know.
Oh, I'm going to pull this out of here. This is
Stencil yours to your liking.
Good. With some eggs there.
That needs some egg.
Okay, now I'm ready to go. Got Big Bertha here.
Oof. I'm very interested in how this is going to turn out.
It's
all right.
flipping back on me. The paint.
Oh, is it? You're getting like overspray.
I'm getting overspray. Look at it over here. Because it hits those little points in it. But get it down in there. Oh, let's pull up a slight one. And then
Ooh, and you got some crazy. I tell you what, I'm just, ooh, that's cool.
I don't know where to put them.
That was very brave. 4 colors.
It was.
And of different brands.
Exactly.
Because they do not act the same.
They do not. This is one is crazy like crazy. Okay.
Oh, I got spray like all over, like, now not like she does, but when I spray, it does sometimes. So there's spatter here and there.
Now, obviously, I'm going to allow this to dry and pull it with a. You don't have to do what I'm doing right now, but when I pull these as a print, I really like to do that because I think it kind of makes it a little more.
Is this the 9x12?
This is the 9x12, yes.
And then Carla said crickets will eat other bugs. She put one in her collection jar with lots of other good bugs. It ate her entire collection. So all that was left was the cricket. Wow.
So they're predators.
I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
But that's kind of good because that means, you know, they'll eat some of the other, probably, you know.
Well, I know once I stepped on a cricket and smashed it, and a big old white worm came out. Yeah.
How do we end with these conversations?
Always had kind of, you know.
That stuck
bad.
with you.
Yeah. Well, the baby joined me at 3:30 this morning in bed.
Yeah, she did.
Oh gosh, look at this edge over here. Just completely.
We told her she needs to move back upstairs.
She said, "My mommy and daddy were crowding me." I said, "Well, imagine that. Wow, how
She
rude
likes
of
to,
them."
sleep like, you know, sideways.
She does. Whoa, I'll tell you what, we've had some kind of knockdown dragouts in the middle of the night. And then she kicks me and tells me to stop snoring.
Which is pretty crazy because, you know, oh, she was snoring terrible last night.
Oh my gosh, sometimes she sounds like a train.
Yeah, poor thing. I think we're all a little having some allergies or something.
Okay. Now this should dry rather rapidly. So we'll get to that.
Oh, good.
Look
Abby.
how beautiful
I'm
this is.
so happy.
The light.
It is really pretty. Okay, you're making me crazy. All right, what's next? Landscaping.
Landscaping?
Okay, Patty Tolly says hi to everyone. She's napping after a hard physical therapy session today. Okay, well, good. I'm sure you told her that we were all talking about her and that we missed her.
We do. Yeah. And we would like another picture of your leg to see what it looks like now.
We need an update. Show us some leg.
Show us some leg. Well, I just thought your scar thing was really quite nice. I wanted to do a rubbing of it. Okay, now I don't really know why that was on there. That wasn't supposed to be on there. That's over there. Okay, so here's this thing. I wished you could feel it. I won't even put this on my gel plate because it's prickly. Can you see it?
This is what happens when one gets kind of chewed up.
But it still makes a marvelous stencil. That's what I did there. And look, there's still little pieces coming off. And I'm not putting it on my gel plate. I put these on my gel plate before when they were still, you know.
I don't really know why you're showing people this because nobody's really going to get this. Like, we couldn't make this happen. We don't want to make this happen.
Exactly. But what I want to say, what I really, where this was going, Mariah.
Yeah, where are you going?
Where it was going was, the reason these little jobbers are high dollar is because they're like porcelain.
They take a very long time to cut.
They break a lot in the kiln.
They also take a very long time to clean.
Because, oh my goodness, you have to sit there and pick out those little things.
With the little, you know, like almost a dental pick thing.
I use this. Yeah. And I poked myself. See, look at my red finger there. Poked myself I don't know how many times. Because they just handed me this. But what I do before I do anything else is I just shake them. And sometimes a lot. This all over the
But see, we try not to do that on the ones that we are.
Look at that beautiful.
Because then it, you know, you can catch it on things and whatever. Anyway.
Yeah.
It is an extremely difficult.
Yes.
Now, this is the volume 2.
Okay.
Volume 1 is a little easier because it's wider open fan.
Yeah. All right. So, this is, I don't know really, this is the little sea anemone dude.
Proud of you. You said where'd you get all those ATC things?
Well, I made these. See, they're all taped together.
No, but the other stuff behind it there. Why do you have a bunch of like unused? Is that
because I'm fixing? These are the ones that you replaced. Remember, I had to send all of mine away.
Yes. Okay.
To special people in the UK.
Okay.
So, anyway, I don't know how this ended up like this, but it didn't have its little wispy top anymore. But it's kind of cool, and it really, I mean, look at this. I mean, that looks really cool, doesn't it? Fits that corner perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And then look at this little dude. Now, all right, I'm going to go through these, and I'm going to put a pile over here that need work, and a pile over here that I consider to be finished. I consider that finished. I think it's lovely. This needs something else. This needs something else.
Oh, have you tried this?
This is really, I don't know what happened there. That's really awful.
Oh, no, Diane. That's new information. We have the whole kit that has, like, you know, the little picky tool. You know, there's kind of the sort of spatula-like thing, the tweezers, which, I mean, I've used tweezers, but never, like, for cleaning a plate. The main ones we use for cleaning the plate, and actually, I don't use the spatula tool that came with it. I like the palette knife because it's thinner. And then the little pokey tool, the like dental cleaning looking one.
Yeah, it looks like a dental pick.
Yeah. But I'm going to have to check that out.
Okay, here's some of what I got.
And remember, she didn't show this set a lot because she's all poo-poo on the, you know, sea life. The pick is the best. Yeah, Brad loves it. He gets real upset if he can't find his pick. You alright over there?
I'm just hiccuping.
Alright.
Okay, I don't know what I was doing there.
Oh, I was gonna put the link to the
I
thing
sort of
for
like that like it is. And I like this one like it is. I think this is really cool looking. And you can hear it. They were kind of sticky. That just needs something down at the bottom
Yeah, it
there.
does. Kind of blob down on you.
Yeah, I kind of like that. And I like that. All right, these are done. And I will put those back over here in my little box so that I know that then those are ready to go out to people.
Now, when you're ordering these, we really highly recommend the style 1. It's the easier one to cut.
Of the
I'm not talking you out of anything.
The
but
fan?
Just saying.
the fan thing?
Yes. Style,
Style
1
1
is easier because it's not as tightly.
Yeah, this I almost think that and I've got this little piece here. I'm going to try this over the top of, what did I do with my white paint that I had here a while ago?
All right, there's a link to the fan girls. Oh, so it's a stiff, small roller brush, and the foam lets you press down a little to get the bits out of your die cuts. Well, we need to check that out.
Absolutely. Okay, I've got to get my brush wiped up here. I don't know what color I've got on there. It'll go away shortly. I'm happy to be using this white.
Okay.
This is a very stiff...
Hello, Darcy.
What?
Oh, that's funny. So she says it's okay to have limited edition stencils. Saying we could retire them.
Limited edition.
We've talked about it, and then Brad's like, but that seems like, you know. Like, I don't
Oh,
know.
now see that? Just see that little bit. Just really punch that dude up. Well, I'm going to have to get some more white out here because I'm really liking that.
So, yeah, I think that this particular stencil or the mask, it's great to use like this. And I think for sprays, I have yet to, you know, do anything with it with the sprays, but I think that it would work really well in that way.
Okay, I don't know if I'm feeling that. Yeah, maybe. I got to use up my white.
Okay. Oh, an old toothbrush works too. Hello, Mary Ellen.
Oh, yeah, because it would be a little stiffer.
Yeah, kind of. To try some of that. Hey, the right tool could make all the difference.
Absolutely can. Those little glowing bushes. I'm going to get some. Look at this.
That's great.
Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful.
And remember, we will get back to Archipanko and the, you know, sculpture thing. We just still haven't received the, I think, on the 18th, it'll be here. The foam.
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
We're waiting for that.
That's our three-dimensional, yeah.
And I've got to get back to the stick thing. I really want to finish that up.
Okay, I don't want to go black, but I want to go dark, so I'm going to bust open my dioxazine purple. It's kind of like my other black. And this is a really crappy brush that I use for stenciling.
Oh, it's a die brush tool. They run between $8 and $20. Oh, wow. All right.
All right, now part of the trick to this stenciling is don't go in with your brush totally loaded with paint. Kind of smush some off here. I tried the little makeup foam thing on this because it's so stickery. It just kept grabbing.
Yeah, it's kind of Velcro-y.
It's kind of Velcro-y. And this is wanting to move on me. I don't know why.
Diane says as soon as you say limited edition, everyone wants it. She worked at Costco for many years. As soon as she would start to remove stock from the floor, people would mob her. Very annoying. Where are you going with that? Is it on sale?
Are you not?
Will I be able to get that again?
Yes, will I be able to get that again? That would be what I would be saying.
Arg. You introduce me to things, make me like it, and then all of a sudden, it's not available anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And then I gotta go try to find it in smaller quantities. It's very upsetting.
All right, now I'm getting a bit of... Oh, look at... Isn't that lovely?
Hello, Mags. Welcome.
All right, I think I need to come back in for a little... Let's see if we can get a little bit of lightish lavendery, because I've got a little bit left here in my white.
Well, what are you gonna do with all these little...
These are going to go to people.
Sea life. They almost look like ATCs.
No, these go in the packets.
Oh, these are going to be some specialty little packet pieces, because I don't think they'll be reproduced anytime soon. I like it though.
I do too. I'm just thinking.
I'm proud of you.
Really lovely.
Now, did you make that background on purpose, or did you have those?
I just had them.
Well,
I went through and picked them all out.
I'm very impressed.
This is what I did this morning. I know you thought I was just lollygagging and watching murdery shows, but I wasn't.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh, I know. They so there's this what is it? The Grand Lux. It's at the Galleria. And they have the most wonderful, or had the most wonderful pot pie that Brad and Mom really liked. He took it off the menu.
I piss and moan every time I go.
She does. And Starbucks has stopped selling the almond croissants, which we're very upset about.
I'm boycotting them. I'm not going to get anything there.
Nothing.
That'll fix them.
That'll fix them. It is quite sad.
Yeah, and their chocolate ones suck. They're horrible.
Well, they've changed. Did you notice that? They have gone to smaller pastry. I think it's, part of the whole...
Well, I told Mariah maybe they couldn't find almonds.
Yeah. Gayla would like to see this underwater seascape to include a cricket.
I don't think I have a cricket that's in the same
size,
but I can just whip a cricket on there.
She'll whip a cricket on there.
I can whip a cricket on there.
I'm gonna send it to Gayla. Oh, thank you, Diane. Thank you. I'm gonna open that up right now because then I won't,
Now the problem with these little dudes, see, these really need to be on the gel plate, because when I put them down on here, it's not going to be the same. But I'll try one just to show you what I'm talking about. But it's going to be a partial cricket. See, he's going to be kind of fuzzy. I don't know. What do you think?
Ooh, I kind of like that. It's a little weird, but I like it.
It is very weird.
It's kind of like he has.
It's like you spray painted.
Well, it looks like he has a headdress on. He's a very fancy cricket. Showgirl cricket.
Showgirl.
He's going to Vegas.
This one's going to be
going to Vegas.
eating the anemone. Oh, see, it doesn't even come off as a cricket when you do it like that.
Oh, yeah. Just some funny lines and such.
Yeah, funny lines and such.
Mm-hmm. Mark making.
Mark making. Roach.
Oh, yeah. I hate it when they move things at the grocery store and you're like, well, that was...
And you know that they do that on purpose because then you have to...
She feels like it happens a lot more.
I absolutely think it's an evil plot.
Get you wandering around the store. That's what she thinks. So you buy more.
I know it. It's a marketing strategy. I feel sure it is.
Hmm.
Huh. All right, well, let's just try one of these little Hooters.
Oh, Candy says, yeah, she hates it when the grocery store does that. She feels like that, too.
Well, you know, if I had time, I'd have to call the manager and say, you know, I got your number, dude.
She doesn't go to the store enough to
Yeah,
be
I
the
really
one
don't.
Yeah. It's really... yeah. It's a grocery store plot, yes. It's their evil plot. Oh, that seems kind of dangerous.
Well, I'm not going to lean over and
Well, I don't
impale
know that, but I'm
myself.
glad you have your glasses on. You want a cork?
I do want a cork.
What do you use it for? Your pokey tool?
Well, yeah, now that you've mentioned that, I'm going, oh my gosh, she could be right.
Well, if you just kind of, you know.
Well, if I punch it with, if I do this, then, you know, it's like...
Oh, you think you're going to poke a hole in it? I don't know that.
See it spring up? That looks cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll put that over there because it's getting kind of icky.
Yeah, Sharon says that is absolutely a marketing thing. That's why the milk is also in the back corners. Because if you're just going to run in and get milk,
Yeah.
you still got to go through the whole store.
And they know that you're gonna. Somebody said it, told me, and I actually said I've got your number here. I said, well, it's because that's where all of the cooling. I said, well, what about that freezer stuff that goes right down the middle?
Yeah, the ice cream
Kinda,
and other
yeah.
things. The other crap that you're trying to get me to
And
buy.
they just looked at me like, don't you have something better to do?
No, I don't.
No,
I'm
I
retired.
don't. I'm retired. I don't have to know what day it is.
This is what I have to do today. But I still don't like you wasting my time.
That's right. Oh, no. That's what happens
Oh.
so much of the time.
Well, it's going to go to you, Gayla.
What?
She's worried about the underwater sea crickets. If somebody will be able to take care of it like she would.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Wegmans puts the some milk up front. It's the expensive milk. Well, I guess if you really want it, or if you're in a hurry, you buy the expensive stuff.
Okay.
Bye, Diane.
Now, let's see. Okay, I think that these are
Yes.
looking good.
I like it.
They are looking good in the neighborhood. But now,
What are you gonna do?
what I want to do is I want to go across the top here with something because it's really bugging the dog do out
Okay,
of me.
hey, is there anything that you need to pull over there?
Oh,
Because you kind of squirreled on me. Yeah, well, actually,
Yeah,
you went to the seat. You know, you
this
seat
is
on
why
me.
I do not like to do that stenciling stuff. I can't do it anyway.
I don't think that there's, I don't think it's meant to be. It's very involved.
Well, we need to get something on our breakfast.
Yeah. We got 20 minutes.
Holy moly, really?
Mm-hmm. I know, you've just been having a gay old time over there.
Didn't crack the
didn't.
edges. Didn't crack the edges.
And then Lexi says that, oh wait, this chat moved on me. She says, I knew it. They strategically designed the store to make me walk through the bakery, and it works every time. Oh, I know, right by the cupcakes. I have a soft spot for cupcakes. Now I have an extra soft spot.
I like cream puffs and croissants.
The only thing she doesn't like is a chocolate croissant.
Yeah, I don't. Well, what's that little blob of spook there.
Is that where you're...
I'm just ripping it off.
Okay.
Now look at those little buggies.
Well, you need to turn them around because your crickets are upside down. There we go. I mean, I know it's kind of a top view, but sort of. I don't know.
It is. It's looking down
Sort of
on
like
them.
cave drawings of...
Yeah. Well, you've got a top view of the cockroaches, and
Yeah,
then you've got a
side
side view of the
Crickets.
cricket.
They weren't necessarily meant to, you know.
And these would actually be roly-polies.
Yeah.
I like roly-polies.
Yeah.
This is a very complicated print. It has many layers that you're not seeing here.
Mm-hmm.
Okie dokie.
The dolphin or the otter might be the squirrel of the sea. Mm-hmm. Otters. I tell you, they're very naughty. They're cute as all can... I mean, just all get out. But they're very...
Is that going to block the camera?
Yeah, it does.
Guess I won't do that then. I'll just put my black paper down over all this stuff.
There you go.
There we go. Now you can't see the coffee beans, though. But the eggs are looking real mighty fine.
Yes.
Okay, so what did we decide we were going to pull this with?
Okay, I think what would be really cool is if you could kind of ombre from...
I think it should be turquoise.
I think turquoise on the beans to oranges. And then... Okay, so... turquoise and then...
I think it's a simple design. I think its simplicity is what sells it. I'm going to go with my first choice, which is...
Oh, I did too. Yeah, the bacon is a landscape. I told P that last night. I was like, this would just make the most wonderful, like, rock kind of formation thing. You know, like, it's cool.
Oh, I've got sea fan stuck to my arm again.
Can't quite.
Jeez. Oh, and I need something to brayer off on.
And I don't know
here.
why.
Maybe not. I think I'll
Hold
just
on
go
here.
ahead.
I know we only got, like... I don't know if that's any better, but...
The fan's out of the way. Oh my gosh, this place is like a total disaster.
I haven't been up here in a while. Gets out of hand. I know, I was thinking green eggs and ham. You think the yellow's going to turn green?
I don't think so. I think it's opaque enough that it's not going to. That's my hope and wish.
Hope and wish.
Hope and wish.
Uh-oh.
Here comes trouble.
Now he's stretching out on the rug over there. Alright, he followed the capsule. That's good. Well, how we... Ooh.
Now, wouldn't that be a cute little framed print for the kitchen?
It really would. Or fun for a journal. Oh, you could create some cool little belly bands and things with those.
Oh, you could in like the recipe
Oh, yeah.
journals. Gosh, I love those recipe journals too. I think they're just so cool. I really have intentions of making. I did actually make Mariah some calligraphy cards with two of the favorite recipes on them.
I love those.
I
She
I just
laminated.
love the coffee beans. They're like my favorite. I like the eggs too, though. I just like it all. I think it's just so clever. Alrighty. Well, that's a cute little print. I'm feeling pretty dadgum good about that.
Yes, I thought that too, Devin. That's very kind of retro 50s sort of feel
Yeah,
to it. With the,
You should be wearing an apron in that kitchen. I do occasionally.
I do have a really cute kind of 1950s looking apron thing. It's very cute. It has ruffles and things.
It is. It's very cute. All right, what am I going to put on here?
I don't know. What is it? I see sort of some bugs and
It's a combo print.
something.
It's bugs and actually I think it is just bugs, but it was kind of a what it is it's a transfer print. When I went over the bugs with the other stuff, let's just pull this with some bronze.
Oh, all right.
Let's do Patty's formula.
Do it.
Let's do it.
All for it.
Do it.
Yes, Gayla, that seems to.
What is that?
She says no matter how clean your studio is, you're always you always work on only about a foot of clear space. The artist curse. Yes.
This is very true.
Mm-hmm.
This is very true. And it's kind of, you know, when it starts encroaching and I start feeling a little bit claustrophobic.
That's when she sort of starts to do something about it.
And then
But usually what happens is it just kind of gets moved to a
say,
different
Mariah,
area.
I need you to help me.
Well, that too. And then I get like, are you ready for this?
Braring off over stencils is not a good thing.
And then Diane saved all of her mother's recipes, and then she made an album, and she loves seeing her writing and her little notes to herself. Definitely a treasure. Oh, definitely.
Yes.
We need to do something with like Mimi stuff, and
I know. I have a whole thing full of them.
we don't ever cook anything. Like, you know, we don't make stuff from.
Well, that's not entirely true, but for the most part, no.
Yeah.
I offered to make chicken enchiladas, but they wouldn't supply me with chicken.
Darcy, it's a lot like why Izzy comes to me, because she knows that, you know, like, she says her cat has arrived demanding for her supper. She just ignored 2 people in the living room and came to her. She knows who's gonna get it done.
I think this is quite nice.
I like it. You did good.
All right, that has to ripen. What else do we have?
Oh,
here?
that's sweet. And Joni, when her son got married, he had asked her for her favorite recipes, and then she made him a little book. It's a very lovely wedding gift.
Oh, it is. It really honestly is. I just think that's just going to be something that's going to keep on giving. And he can add to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then Diane said when her sister was a card maker, she called it her bliss. And after she passed away, she gathered up all the cards she had made for the family, and then she made an album with those. My friend Christy makes, like, she turns them into like these huge book things, which is really cute. We just keep them in stacks and boxes. That's kind of how we're box journalers. Does that count? Got a box for that. Sometimes it exceeds its box.
It has
And
to
it's a 2-volume.
It has to go to
2 boxes.
Or we keep an eye out for
Kind of
a
bigger box.
perfect
Ooh,
box.
Yes, then we'll find the other box. Be like, oh my gosh, we could combine those 2 boxes and put it into one. That's how we are. Yeah.
All right, now I'm going to use
Oh,
my
that's gonna be fun, Joni.
fancy paper up here.
Oh, very nice. Oh. I love those waterfall inserts. I did, and I don't know where it is. Is it up here?
What are you talking about?
My journal thing that I did, the little waterfall deal. I don't know where that one is. Did it make it over there?
Look at that.
Anyway, I have one of those. I did that once. That looks good. What are you going to use that on? It's very boho. You should send that to Diane. The messy palette, Diane.
Ah. Well, she's welcome to it if she will frame it.
Oh, is it frame worthy? Wow.
It's frame worthy.
I thought it was kind of cut it up and put it in a boho journal worthy.
God dang it. But I guess it picked it up. So it's okay. When I pushed that in there, it flipped up.
And hello, Chris. Sorry.
Okay, this is still cool and still slightly wrinkly. And I want to make sure that this pulls really beautifully because I think this is going to be a framer.
Oh, maybe I should send that to the universe. She really loved your chevron.
Who
Anne.
Oh.
You know, she's the universe.
The universe. Absolutely.
Uh-huh.
All right, we got a little.
She wants it framed. I was just misformed.
I've got a nice.
What is that?
Well, you can't see it because it's on black paper.
What happened there?
It's a fan.
Yeah, it is. Okay. It looks kind of mucky. Like,
Well,
are there
it is a little
pieces-
bit because it's the second one.
And are there pieces of Yupo in there? Could be. Or is that?
No, they're
Oh.
just, see, it's just from the other print that left wrinkles.
Okay. Okay.
It'll be fine, Mariah.
Okay.
And you just hang in there.
I'm kind of the keeper of the stuff, Diane. I understand that.
You want to face that away because remember that one day it got all over me.
Got her up. Yeah.
It's probably a bit more than I needed. But you never know. And there's some kind of muck on my dadgum brayer. I need to.
Yeah, we collect boxes out in the garage and, you know, around.
God, don't get her started. I have to
The
talk
thing,
about.
like, I get it, because I even catch myself saying, oh, I really like that
That's
box.
a really
great,
nice
great
little box.
But then at some point, like, it's, you know, that looks lovely.
That's gonna be a good.
Okay. Got 8 minutes. Bye, Jeanette.
Okay, now I've got some really smushy stuff here. But you know, I kind of think if I put this down with some kind of like some color that looks sort of antique and old, it might look like it's, you know, water stained or something. Yeah?
Yeah?
And it does still have something on the plate there. So I'm just going to see if I can pull this with, well, I know I can, but I just don't know that it'll be right.
Yeah, we put little labels and put them on the outside, you know, of the cover sheet things. Or we have to some, like, of the really old photos.
I just wanted to see if this process worked. Well, that wasn't, I needed to go darker.
A little bit
But that's okay, I can. Because it's,
transparent.
all right. Let's see what else I've got. Oh, I've got another one here. All right, we're not
Are you
gonna,
sure maybe you should rip that off of there and then do it dark right now. Because otherwise you're going to have to go on top
oh, I
of your
lost
print.
it.
It's just there. Yeah, that one. Oh.
Too late. That was still kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's looks like
Well, that's it.
old stuff and whatnot. And what's interesting about that stuff is it leaves a residual hang on there. Well, that'll be some nice little mucky muck for, I don't know, here. I should try seeing if I can get this off, but probably not. Best thing to get it off with is just plain paper, because remember when you've got the
paint to paint.
Paint to paint, sometimes that don't work you very well. Okay, now we need dark. But I want something that's kind of mucky looking. My special.
Yeah, I even uploaded some of ours to, we don't have the account to Ancestry anymore, but you can do that. And I think even with like a free account, you can upload their photos to ancestry.com, so then people who come along. Remember when I did that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a great photo of my Mimi in her cowboy attire and her chaps and boots and hat, and it's really cute.
Very Western.
She's just about, I don't know, 13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, now see, look how cool that is. Now, the 1X's, I actually went through the stencil, and then I was like, the tip was too fat to fit through the little one, so I just made X's on my own. I thought I had already pulled the dragonfly. Oh, and I just have one little fleur-de-lis.
Oh, I'm sorry about that, Chris. Oh, that's kind of a sad one.
What is it?
Your fleur-de-lis there, it's another kind of, got a little wonky, a little mushy. What's going on with your fleur-de-lis stuff?
I don't know. I think you should just be focusing on the good things and not the bad things.
Okay, I like that.
It is a bit smushy, but it's going to look antiquated.
Okay. Are you going to pull it like right away?
I'm not.
Okay, well we got 3 minutes.
Just gonna have to wait.
Okay. I don't know that these are like, you know, wowie zowie Instagram worthy. I don't know. Sometimes they surprise me. Don't look at me like that.
It's a good thing I'm not a very sensitive person.
Well, that one's gonna take all of 3 seconds to pull. I guess I could do it in a slow-mo.
In a real poopy diaper head. See, that's going to be a lovely little stampy,
cute. Yeah.
stampy thing.
All right. Oh, that's good. That's good. Are you going to pull anything, or we're just going to...
I don't really think that I can.
All...
I mean, it's all it needs to ripen.
Okay.
But I should, you know, kind of go over my little, look at, oh great, did you see that?
Oh, goodness. It's the purple. I'm telling you, purple around here is always...
Okay, well, it's got a little purple branch.
I have a little bit
I
of
don't know where the
face
hell
fingerprint.
it came from. I mean, I don't even have any purple.
Yeah, you did. Oh, that's purple.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've got some nice little cards here.
Yes.
I didn't get to the, I really wanted to get to some of the other designs.
What other designs?
Well, my other designs in my, because I was going to do this one, the fleur-de-lis.
Oh, well,
across the top.
You squirreled in the sea.
I did.
You did. But that's okay. We can come back to these. You can build up more layers and stuff.
I will.
Kelly, you're going to have to wait. For another day. We do have some exciting things kind of planned for Thursday Thoughts. We kind of have an engaging thought, we think.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And see, I think
And
I
then
should
we
put
will
some
get back
swirls
over,
at the top there.
right, then we're going to get back to the collage.
Yes. Well, and hopefully we're going to get back to the collage, but no, our foam won't be here by then.
No. Once the foam is here, we will do some very dedicated
Yes.
sculpture, finalizing Archipenko. I mean, I think we'll always probably be talking about, because obviously this was a very cool, and it was such a great way to think about the process. And I think that we'll probably end up doing another artist.
Absolutely, because I've had a lot of fun
Yes,
with this.
I have enjoyed it very much so.
And I think it's something that can be continued.
Ah, the breakfast is today's opus. Thanks, Carla. All right, guys. Once again, so much fun. All of you that show up and hang out in the chat and watch the replays, we just can't tell you enough how much it means to us. When you leave
Very
the comments and things, and we so enjoy it. So please do come back and leave those comments. If you have questions, we love those. We will answer them. If you want to participate in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, those, yeah, in fact, actually, Nightbot just dropped that in there. That was perfect. And that's where we hang out during the week with all of our arty friends that you see, many of them here in the chat. We will see you again on Thursday for Thursday Thoughts. Bye, guys.
Bye.